studying world religions and different religions, and I said it would be a great idea to have some people come in that know a lot about their own religion, especially they were studying different religions of the world. And so two of the religions they were studying were, what are you studying right now? Islam, right, and Christianity. And so I thought it would be so great to have them come in, have people come in and talk about their experience, hearing it from the people who actually teach that religion or practice that religion, but more so that teach that religion, that's what they do as a job. So today we have, I'm going to let you introduce what they do. Each of them are going to introduce their names and what they do. And then they're going to talk about what they do, and then you'll be able to ask questions after they're done. Okay, so let's give them a river welcome. And whoever wants to start, say, who you are, what you do. Whoever wants to go. All right.
I'm David Stoker. I'm the pastor of the First Presbyterian Church. That's the church that's downtown across from the Uptown Theater. Big white church, the big steeple. Maybe you think I'll go to the Christmas program where they show the laser lights up on a church building that had love in about 50 languages. That's our church. And I've been there for 5 years, and we moved here from a church in Honolulu, Hawaii. So we love Napa, been here about 5 years. And last year my friend brought his wife, so I thought I'd bring my wife. And she's also a Christian counselor, so why don't you say a word? But anyway, David Stoker from First Presbyterian Church and the pastor there.
My name is Monica Stoker, and I am a counselor. I have an office downtown, and I help people just with life problems, divorce, or relationship problems, or anxiety, or stress. I work with families and also adults. I did go to seminary, which is a place where you learn about the Bible and learn about your faith. And I believe that there are lots of different ways to heal the heart. And one of them is through faith, and have God help you and have your heart healed. And have your heart, have a happy heart, have your emotions and your good perspective. And there are a lot of other ways, too, we deal with anxiety and depression. There's things that are scientific. So I kind of like to have both ways, the scientific way and also the faith way. So I try to combine those two in the marriage, too, like relationships, couples, your parents, they have problems in a relationship, I'll help them to have a better marriage. So those are the type of work I do. I think it's a super huge privilege for me to hear the stories that people tell me. And they tell me things that I'm the only one that knows. And it's a huge privilege. So I'm grateful for my job. I love it. And I think that we talk about life purpose. I think that's one of the reasons I'm here, is to help people and encourage people.
Hi everybody, my name is Saeed bin Yunus, and I serve as an imam, which is I call prayers, offer teachings for a little community of Sufi Muslims over in Polk Valley, and I teach as kind of an adjunct teacher for a university called the University of Spiritual Healing and Sufism. So mostly that's what I do. I spend a lot of my time just offering classes and talks about Islam and Sufism. Sufism is a part of Islam. And some people may know Sufism as a bit more, like if you've heard of Rumi, or if you've heard of a lot of famous Sufi poets tend to be pretty popular in America. Some people sometimes have heard. Sufism more than Muslims. Muslims are usually in the news for bad stuff, so if you've heard about Muslims, that's oftentimes what it's for. But it doesn't really represent Islam or what I believe, what I practice, or the way it's been taught for 1400 years. It just more represents what people do in order to get money and power and politics like they do it for us.
And last year, because we got together for this class, he came and spoke at my church. It was wonderful. So some good stuff came out. A lot of good stuff came out. But
I heard lunch too happened.
We had lunch. We might do lunch again today. We'll see.
We want to be fair about what all of this.
We had lunch, and then he came and spoke at our church, which has really meant a lot to me and meant a lot to our people.
That was really fun.
So I guess we're supposed to take a few minutes and just tell about our faith and then answer some questions. You want to go first?
Wisdom for you.
Okay. I thought of what I wanted to tell you, and I take about 5 or 6 minutes to tell you a little about the Christian faith. In our tradition, we go back to the Genesis 1 and the story of Adam and Eve. And maybe you know that story, where they're in this garden and God has made it wonderful and it's just great. And then there's a rebellion that goes on. And you know, inside of each one of us, there is a rebellion that we want to do our thing. We want to kind of rebel and kind of say, I want to be my own little God. And sometimes I use the example between us parents and children. And that's not a perfect analogy, but often your parents do know what's best for you. Not always, but a lot of times. And yet we still kind of say, well, I want to do it my own way. I know what's best and all of that. So that's what happened. And we know the story, how Adam and Eve left the garden because they did something they weren't supposed to do. And God says, you can have it your own way. And then things kind of got kind of crazy in the world, and we call sin came in, and people started hating each other and killing each other and all those types of things. So humankind was kind of in a downward spiral. And God wanted the people that he created to be in a better relationship and have a better world. So he began to send people called the prophets who would come and explain the way God wanted us to treat each other